and welcome back to Train Sim TV. Today we're taking a look at the highly anticipated and a long time coming Manchester Airport Commuter route from Thomson Simulation. This is their very first route for TSW, and it's literally out now. So the time this video goes out, it'll be out on the console. It'll go live on the PC and Epic Store later on in the day as usual, around tea time, but you console players can get this now. So the route itself, let's take a look first of all at the opening menus you'll see. So Manchester Airport Commuter, total route completion, there's a 910 services. That's across two timetables. You've got a weekday and a Sunday timetable, which is quite nice to see. You don't normally see that very often on routes in TSW. I think a couple of the American routes have had split timetables across like the week and weekend. But this, I'm not sure if this is the first UK route to have this. So experience the dynamic and bustling rail networks of one of the UK's most iconic transport hubs with Manchester Airport Commuter. This route brings to life the vibrant connections across Manchester, from the heart of the city to the international gateway of Manchester Airport, capturing the essence of daily commuter journeys and airport-bound travel. Right. So 5 scenarios. There is a training module I've completed. That's a little look at that. It's no different to any other one. It was just I want to see what the score was with that. It's not really worth taking a go for the video. You guys can do that with yourself. Scenarios, there's 5 of those. There is unit swap, which is the longer of the 5. You've got Starline Surfet, single file, returning home, and Stockport Shuffle. Looking at these are sort of based on like engineering works and stuff like that, lines closed, disruption, failed trains, and stuff like that. So we shall definitely be able to play with them at some point. But for today, it will be a timetable run. We're going to try and do a bit of everything here. Whether it's going to be across a few videos, I don't know yet. You'll know what happens if I do it over different videos, but I'm not promising that it'll all be in one. There's quite a bit to cover, really. So trains involved. Ignore that it says 66/8 Colas Railway. That's because I've got a mod installed at the minute. It's Spratty Heath's upcoming 66 pack. But this is the weekday one. So this is the busier timetable. So on the weekday one, you've got 594 services to drive, and on the weekend Sunday one you have 356, which is still quite a few. I have no idea how busy they are like with the AI, because no doubt there will be AI knocking about. There's probably more to see anyway, but you get a fair amount to play with. They're all short hops because it's not a long route, but there's a wide variety for you to play and do. There is a lot, as you can see. So there's 150s in there, the 153 for the TFW. ScotRail 158s are basically, these are when ScotRail got rid of a lot of 158s and Northern took them over. So they actually did run in this off, like in this guys. They didn't have the ScotRail branding, but they did run with the rest of the livery there, with the flag, the salt out spots and all that. 323, that is the unit come with the route, so plenty to do with that. There's 350 stuff on there as well. Pendolino, the 66 for the RHTT, bits and bobs and other freight as well. There's a rail tour as well for the 87. It'll be the same affair, just a bit less on the weekend. There is that's there. I wonder how come one of them's appearing on one's the other. Some strange reason. The EMT one shows on that one, the ScotRail one shows on. Okay, there's no Northern 158s on a Sunday. Interesting. That's fair enough. That's cool. There's a bit of difference then. So EMT stuff's in there, hiding away. Loads of those. Those are all your Liverpool Norwiches. But yeah, there's all sorts. I mean, there's container stuff as well. 33-minute run there, see, in the morning. As I say, it's all short hops. This is one of these routes where, again, like Cardiff, where if you've not got long to sort of like play, you can literally jump into this and just have a quick blast up and down. 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there. This is going to be one of them routes, again, for me, where it's going to be great to sort of, when I'm running out of space, I can fill little runs in with this route and do a few little short hops, which is going to be nice. I'm just going to go back. Now, where on earth do we find the journeys? I have no idea. I'm just going to go through that as well. Journeys, there we go. So Manchester Airport. There is Explore Manchester there. So we've got Stockport Strong, Style Line Experience, Empty Stock Shifting. So these are all stock moves. You've got freight and stuff on the Style Line. There's a mixture in there. There's not just freight. I don't think there's quite a... I'm not sure if it's meant to be 24 hours worth of journeys in there, but there's a good amount in there. There's loads. I mean, I don't really do the journey mode, but there's stuff in there for you guys to play. All right. I'll spell. Let's get straight into the route, shall we? So we'll do a run with a 3-2-3 first of all, because that is the train coming with the route. We're going to start off by running to the airport, and then I'll do something from the airport back round to is it Alderley Edge? If I can do that, I don't quite know if I can do that yet. We'll work that one out, and then probably come back down the top line on a Pendolino or something like that. So we'll try and get the whole lot in basically. So let's us do. We want a black north to Manchester Airport, do we? So that will do for us there. And let's get into that. The route's been teased and talked about for donkey's ages. It's been in and out of the roadmap. It's been in 3 months coming, then it took out again. It came back in more recently, and obviously now it's here. It's been streamed on ATS's Facebook on their Twitch ahead of DTG, and then DTG did theirs, and then it came out the day after. So yeah, there's been tons of hype. There's been loads of talk about it. People are excited for it. There's been people sort of here and there about it, but fair play to them. It's no easy job getting a route into TSW. It's great to see it's finally here. Hats off. We'll have a play with it and have a look round and see what we can find. There might be some bits I might see that stick out sort of form. I don't know, but let's get into it and get find it out and see what it's all about. So 1 uniform 92 Blackpool North to Manchester Airport is what we're doing. So I am quite excited how I do with this, to be honest with you. It's not out of the realms of miles away from sort of my area. It's only up the road, really, an hour up the road. I'm quite familiar with the area. Right, get the doors open. So this, I believe, this tile, the Manchester stuff, is basically deep copied and cloned into the route from the Glossop route. So it takes the Glossop tile and then they built off that, as far as I'm aware. It used the Piccadilly building from that route. However, ATS have gone one further and then opened all this up. This is what I think Rivet should have done in the first place and had this open. They didn't have all this concourse, so they've gone one further and opened all this up and actually modelled it and made it so you can have a nosy around in here and actually see things, which is great. Nice to see. Obviously, they've got sort of like names, obviously, of stuff that you can't use proper names, and because you've gone stuck. That's annoying. Essentially, so yeah, they've done all that. You can walk around it all. You can go up there. You can see the shops and stuff like Sainsbury's. We all know what that is. Chocolate shop. James Morgan Grill. starstruck. I'll be starstruck. Travel to there. This guy's taking a selfie. Got the oh, click. Got the destos and stuff up there. Advertisements. The Burger King. Again. Anyway, that's cool to see. Some of the textures aren't the best in there. It's all some of it looks a little bit flat. But it does what it. End of the day, it's opened up and does what it's meant to. There is underground. You can actually go underneath if I can. Stop beeping at me. I probably should have done this on foot, really. But if you go down here, you can actually go down here, and you can see like go down here as well, and you can see all the end. It's like the details and all this road area. It's a shame you can't actually go out there and have a look like explore. Maybe some cars out there might be nice as well, just to fill it up a little bit more. But shame there's no passage down there, just a little bit lifeless. Garlic bread. Garlic and bread. You can actually go down to the tram stop. Now, there isn't actually a tram down here to see, which is a bit of a shame, really. Having gone to the effort to model all this, it seems a little bit wasted. There's nothing going through here. I don't quite understand why that bit was done and such, but it's still cool to see. Maybe one day we might see a tram that could be added in there. You never know. Right. Let's go back up here to find where we're meant to be. There we go. But yeah, other than that, the station, I don't think there's really been much change in here. There might have been some extra detail and stuff in there. I'm not too sure about. I'm not sure if these are new or not. These like the oil pans and stuff in there, but I did find there was a collectible. That's one of the collectibles, which is a T68 tram. It's quite cool. I'm presuming there's route maps up. I haven't seen any of the bits up yet, so I just found that because it took us to it on the introduction. There's that's 87 on tour though as well. Right. Let's lock the doors. No, I don't want to go to lock the door. I want to open the windows. Thank you, Gret. Nuts. So we'll be on to all fully new scenery very shortly, but I think looking at this, they've added a lot more. Like they've added loads of extra foliage and they've added some stuff to this. They've enhanced what was already there as well, which is quite nice. I think they've added some extra custom buildings around here and just giving it a bit more what originally was here. Mayfield in the old station there. You can see the bridge that blew up the tracking once a long time ago, which was part of Woodhead. Yeah, so what they've done is they've enhanced what was already here, which is nice to see. Looking at the screenshots we've seen as well, they've done a good job from what I've seen so far. The foliage and stuff like that, it's really well done. All the tents and stuff down there, there's graffiti everywhere. Where are we stopping anyway, you may ask? Burnage, Gatley, Field Green and Manchester Airport. So the line to the left here is where it head off towards Glossop. You have got Ardwick, that is included. This essentially is new, because this on Glossop wasn't really represented, it was just basically filtering off to the portal. So we've got long sight on it. Already, like, the scenery detail is very good. Loads of flutter and there's all sorts going on. Performance is very good as well. That's annoying though, the collisions on the OHLE post, like, pull you in every single time. I hate collisions in the game. You've got the international depot on this side, and you've got the main one over here. It's like van to use. It's interior in this, but I should go in. Really cool. Front there as well. That looks like it's potentially the one of the GT ones in there. Right, some brakes in here because we're actually coming off at Slade Lane Junction. 45 coming around here. It has the Manchester feel to it though. If you look at the bridges and stuff like that, it has that. You have that feel. Which is really nice to see. One of the things I do know that they've actually updated the track layout here at Slade Lane. It was one of the things I personally did raise because it was just off. So hats off to whoever actually remedied the track because it's a lot better. Hats off to that. I like it. I really do. It's nice about Manchester Airport as well. I mean, this way, like in TS Classic, we did the whole valley, and it features obviously some of the route like down Stockport, and obviously we didn't have this line, so it's nice to actually have it. I've been to Manchester Airport on like the train, the tram a few times. So it's nice to actually be able to get up there and drive in the game. First stop is coming up soon as well. Look out for the planes as well. There's actually aviation traffic in the air that comes down. But really liking the folds. It's nice and dense. It's what I like to see in a route. Trackside clutter's there, the cable trunking's there. It's got all little bits and pieces like the troughing. You've got the orange pipes going through the poly piping, grids and other that jazz. Very good. Right. Oh, we're not stopping here. Oh, this is Waterford Road, isn't it? Yeah, okay. We'll just slow down for it so we can have a look. NW, I presume that's their B&Q. Nice. I actually like the fact that they've actually like modelled the roadways and stuff as well as like lines and stuff like that. I remember them saying on their own stream that a lot of these stations you'll find that they're actually like raised on embankments, so that's quite a unique thing with a routing test. You don't actually have many routes that have like loads of stations raised up on banking. Love a bit of power down. Just as well to make you guys aware, when I say it's available for you guys on consoles, it's only Gen 9. It's on Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5, and then of course PC. Unfortunately, the old consoles, it just doesn't work on that. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. We're actually now arriving at Burnage. So do watch your timetable, because you might actually find different stopping patterns. Might be some stuff that actually stops at all stops, but it's quite a similar looking station to the last one. That's just stop and barkers there as well, which is nice. A little nosy. There's a plane there, look. For its final turn. There's a few little bits there, like signs of slightly floating. Not on everything. So for stuff like that will be picked up and be addressed. Different destination doors as well. Like actually, these have got more of like a white style LED rather than the orange ones or yellow. Nice. I don't think I've seen that on the route before. Some posters up there, which is nice. Advertisement banners for northern ones, them as well. Also, got it knocked down. See if we can find anything. Oh, what's that? Oh, they are. So that's another collector. Newspapers of one. I think those are the Mastery ones. I presume I haven't unlocked or opened yet. Don't know how they actually work. Weird texturing going on there. The mapping issue or something. You want to lose it down here? See where we can go. The long walk. Might have to walk to the next station. The arrow stick back to front. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, wait, oh. Bumblebee. Manchester B. There's another collectible. I like this. Nice bunch. I didn't have a clue what the collectibles were because on the main menu it doesn't actually show like images for it on this route. Whether they've been missed off or I don't know. I'm just going through a little bit of the article. So there's next bit about in the article is a bit about ATS themselves. So ATS themselves. They started out in 2017 by YouTuber Alan Thompson in the TS Classics scene, along with Pete Mitchell. So they formed ATS themselves. The main goal was at the time to ensure that anyone could produce and publish content for TS Classic in a way that worked for everybody. And after 4 successful years, they looked into development for TSW. Once the team was established with Hayden and Danny at the helm, they went quick to dive right in with the support of the community and Dovetail Games and settled on the 25-mile Manchester Airport Commuter route. So it has 17 stations, this route, and I say it's 27 miles long. It's got basically sort of like there's 3 lines, there's 3 ways you can get about. See here? So we are going around here to Manchester Airport, then we're going to come back down, and then we're going to go back up. So essentially you can do a full circle. Hoping we can do a full circle if we find services that allow us to do this. I have no idea. I've not researched it though. We've got Manchester Piccadilly, Alderley Depot, Longside Depot, Levenshulme, Eton Chapel, Stop Cheadle, Anfuff, Wilmslow, and Alderley Edge. I'm not stopping at this one. Style, Manchester Airport, Hill Green, Gatley, Easted, Green Burnage and Ward's Road. Similar style station, that one, I'm presuming is that Easted? I'm not too sure. It is Eastwood, Disbury. I don't know if that one goes over the Metro. That's Metro. Ah, there. Metrolink goes under there. Again, it'd be nice to have seen a basic model of a tram there, because you've got it in two places. And at airports, there'd be three places you could put a tram. Potentially maybe a bit of a missed potential oversight there, in my eyes. But I do understand that can't do everything. With the line, if that's even any traffic in the old timetable. M60 Big Road. Liking the detail with the overheads. I think the overhead wiring itself is using the older shader, not the new one where it's a lot more thicker. Not sure how I feel about that. Potentially it'd be nicer to have it where you can see it go a bit further, but swings around about. It is what it is. Not everything. Yeah. I think only in that sense, really, if it's a newer route, a newer release, it should be using the features of like the newer routes, like from the core. We keep in with the core features, previous TSWs of everyone else's. The planes are getting closer. Look. People. Yeah, there's definitely a real nice detail around the stations, like the road scene and stuff like that. Decent. Explore 27 miles of track from Manchester Piccadilly through the suburban countryside, setting up Alderley Edge via Manchester Airport. A railway network with complex history, the lines that service the heart of Manchester date back as far as the 1840s. The main line through Stockport was established as a major trunk route and quickly became overloaded. It was supplemented in the early 1900s with an additional line, the Style section, an alternative path between Wilmslow and Manchester. In 1993, a spur would be built off this into Manchester Airport, taking trains directly under the flight path, right next to the EGCC's second air terminal. I remember that opened. A lot of that stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a little young, but I do remember. I remember going on the train when I was quite young as well. That's what I did. This route add-on includes both spines, a main line via Stockport and the Style line via Manchester Airport, conversion at Wilmslow. Both branches offer busy commuter traffic at the heart of Manchester and into it. Manchester Piccadilly, first seen in the Glossop line, forms a focal point for passenger services in Manchester Airport Commuter. With a full station concourse and fully explorable Metrolink and taxi rank areas, route hopping will also be available for players that own Glossop. I wonder if you can route hop back from Glossop though. How did you actually updated that? That is a question. Because I remember doing something like that on a Mile main line with London Coast main line, and you couldn't get back. So I'm hoping that's actually been ported. A short stretch of the line to Ardwick also shares of Glossop before branching to the new territory of Longsight to Stockport. Multiple model depots lie on the route, including at Ardwick, Longsight, and Manchester International depots. Also, Stockport sidings are included. Neutral sections are also included at relevant parts of the route, and we've just gone past the warning board actually. Out for that. Sort of trundling down here at this point. The route's namesake, Manchester Airport, and its dedicated station are modelled with the appropriate signage and features, as well as the airport skywalk, which is best seen at night. The runway and approach lights can also be seen, along with licensed Airbus aircraft flying overhead, like those seen in Train Simplified but full the routes, making them some impressive photo shots. Don't think there's any new planes on there. Seems like it's one we've seen already, which is fair. Field Green. So this is like the nearest, one of the nearest stations that you'll see planes coming over, but you'll get a lot closer when you branch off. What are your thoughts, guys, so far? Put in the comments below what you're liking, what aren't you liking, what would you like to see improved, or is it right for you? Is it just right? One thing I will pick up on, something I'm not overly keen on, is this big massive mound of ballast all on the track either side. I feel like they're a bit OTT. I won't mind them in some areas, but I think along the whole route just seems a bit off, like over the top. Where's that plane? Oh, there it is. There's some Jet 2 liveries. Can someone do a Jet 2 livery? Not just like to put like nose dive. Sit down. Yeah, they've done a good job of this, to be honest. So what I've seen so far, it's not bad at all, is it? It's very nicely done. You can't say it's poor. You can't say it's lacking detail, because it's bloody oozing with it. For me, I think one of the big key things for this route with me is the foliage, and I think they've absolutely nailed that on the head. And that's see, look at that. Just got everything. It's got the dirt track. It's got the Armco railing. It's got a bit of ballast back there, some grids. Got an access gate. It's got a neutral section area. It's got everything there on it. A lot of neutral section boosters. I think the neutral section's here. Somewhere around here. Looks like it's even got a bridge number. Come on. They've done an absolute number here. Everyone that's been involved with this one's done an absolute superb job. I said superb job. Right. Moving on into the next section of the article is the Class 323, which is what we're driving. It also comes with Class 66, by the way, as well. As everyone knows, Class 6, so why not? Both new and existing players of Train Sim will be likely familiar to see the simple operatable Class 323 EMU as seen in the training centre, also with Birmingham Cross City and the Glossop route. These popular units with their distinctive traction motion noise were the first introduced in 1994 and see both used on the Birmingham Cross City line and the Greater Manchester area. The latter trains now are run by Northern. Yeah, Northern have taken essentially that 323s from the Birmingham area. Okay. Whilst the units remain much the same as the previous two routes add-ons, the feature also, I think, is guard mode now, so they come in guard mode. I think also suspensions, actually. I think that might be a first as well. Don't think they had suspension originally, so we have a look. I feel like they've got some suspension going on. I remember the train set one has suspension, but I feel like this one actually does. Good section. Line. I'm liking this junction. The retaining walls here. So we're heading towards Manchester Airport. Heats from there. Quite liking that. Any planes? I can't. Runways there. Got all the light sails, so this will be look quite nice at night time, won't it? When it's all lit up. There's a plane coming. Slow down a bit, I might just time it right. Probably won't go a bit too far away to me. Oh, this is absolutely superb. I don't think it's going to be. It's probably a little bit too high, that, actually. To be... Yeah, quite right. For what I want to take that. That's quite a cool picture, though, and we might actually just take that anyway. Do that. Epic. Right, not far from the airport now. Final approach. Well, we're a little bit late, but what to look at. White, pink. Right, so timetable, service layers, and gameplay. We'll go into that on the next drive. We're just about the station, so we'll have to poke into the main menu again and find another service and jump back into it. To be honest, I don't think we're going to be able to get going. I don't know where this train goes to next. Unless it goes back the way I want to go, unless it goes back to Manchester, I don't know. This is Manchester Airport. The first time in the channel. Cool. Been here a few times. The last time I came by like rail was on the tram. Long time ago since I came on the train. Last time I came by taxi. To get on a plane. Last year. Let's get the doors open. Let's see what this train does next. It might actually go where we want to go, so if it does, we'll just continue. If not, we'll go to the menu and then go back. Don't quite know how the path works, to be honest. Overall, we didn't do too bad in terms of speed. Anyway, right. Let's go back to the free round, see what this does. So, I don't know where it's going to next. Question. It goes out at 9:29 anyway, so it's not got long to go. I've gone back to Blackpool. We'll leave that and let it do its thing. What's happening? Is there another train going to like 9:57? We could probably get on that one, to be fair. I could probably hang around and just continue the next part of the video anyway. The train hasn't quite arrived yet, but I could probably come out. If I don't, well, we know there's a train at 9:57. So, all accessible. That's quite a cool view, isn't it? And this looks nice tonight. We'll go. Get everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, they've captured the iconic blue glow look. Oh, funky. L2. We're not going to be able to, not going to be doing any driving. We'll sort of like cheeky screenshots while we're here. Oh, I'm loving that. We'll have a nosy up there. I wish you could do this, like stand there and actually tuck you up. I don't think it actually, the game actually really supports that. I've not seen any routes do it. Not an ATS thing as such, but that's a core thing. I seem to manage like finding them trams with me. Going up north, I'll go this way. One thing that sort of does sort of strike me is that some of the texture are a little bit flat, maybe. Not much definition to them, a bit sort of block filly. Do maybe a little bit of definition on them, maybe a little bit of a bit of like a grime, bit of grime up there or something, I don't know. Oh. Where's that bus? Where's the Tokyo Drift bus? What's the train go? Well, a bit. Oh, there's a bee then. I've stood here a few times and watched. Been on a train, stood here. In the old days of First North Western. Oh, plane. Oh, the plane just disappeared. Oh, there we go. Back train. Back to Blackpool. Nice. Yeah, maybe the plane probably should have come in a bit further to sort of let them disappear. That's in plain view. Oh, let's work. Very rare that I play with lifts in TSW because I just think it's a gimmick. There's a tram stop over there. Again, it's a bit of a lost potential there. Really. I think. Oh, look, there's a tram. Can't find a tram at the station, but you can find one here. Look. I love that. No texture on it. It's a plain tram. Yeah, it's a shame there's no tram included because that is quite an iconic thing to see. That would have been just something else extra nice to have accompanied the route, like in 3 locations. You get like up close. You get up close to 2 places, like here and Piccadilly, but then you've gone over at East Didsbury as well. And quite nice to see. Right, our train isn't going to be in just yet, so what we'll do is I'll go to the main menu, come back in. Right, so we have our service. It took me a bit to find it in the list, but if you do want to do a full like Manchester to Manchester Airport and then onwards to Crewe, well, it's not Crewe, but Alderley Edge. It's a Liverpool to Crewe service, which is in 2 parts. So part 1 goes to Man Airport, part 2 runs as far as Alderley Edge. So you take it that far, and then it continues off out, obviously, the level. So we are on the one that I found on the actual board as well. But we are in it. Right, let's get the doors open. We are due off here at 10:01. Are they working? That's weird. Lights aren't working. They're working a minute ago. How bizarre. They were working before because I've seen them working. Why do I not working now? Maybe I need to come out of the game back in again or something. Maybe it's me playing in photo mode might have done something. Everything seems to have died. That's gone. Ignore it. It could be me. I could have a mod in there. Maybe it's still like it's interfering with it. So it was alright in the first part of the video. So no idea. My doors are going to be closing in about 25 seconds time, and we're going to be calling it Style, Wilmslow, and Alderley Edge. About a 20-minute run. I'm going to turn right this time out of triangle on this way down and join back up the main trunk down here. Leaving Manchester Airport behind. Not sure, maybe that could have done with a bit of a light bake, so it looked a bit bright under some of that. Not the end of the world. I like they've actually got the proper tram actually in there as well. Proper stuff. The right time. One thing ATS pride themselves in is doing proper OHLE work. Right, back to the article. So, similar to Tracing World San Bernardino, players will be able to explore the route across 2 separate timetables. A weekday schedule, including freight, will be performing also the passenger operations. Yeah, so it's passenger only on the Sunday one, but a weekday when you get the freight. These timetables make great use of 4 featured depots sidings as well. A variety of movement, including shunting, coupling and wash runs, meaning even after passenger services are complete, the action does not stop. Additional layers. Players with other add-ons, as usual, in their collection will be able to see extra stuff in the route. Blues, the Pendolino, sorry, not the Pendolino, the 350 first of all from West Coast Manor South, on Manchester Piccadilly to Manchester Airport, Hardwick. Anti-Pendolinos between Wilmslow, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly, plus static stock on-site electric TMD. ScotRail's 158 for services between Manchester Piccadilly and Manchester Airport. EMT 158 from London, Midland Main Line operating between Piccadilly and Stockport. Class 87 rail tour services in the weekday timetable for JT's West Coast Preston Carlisle route. RHTT as well for Heel Green Stockport. 150 and 153 from Cardiff City Network will appear in a variety of formations, including different mixed 150 and 153 combos. The route comes with a master reward. Both route posters and the scenery tile will be available to unlock as part of the Tracing World 5 mastery reward. The scenery tile will feature track workers waiting to place emergency speed board restriction stuff at Slade Lane Junction. Drive miles and complete scenarios to unlock the option and toggle those. Pricing and Steam loyalty discounts. Tracing World 5 Manchester Airport Commuter, Manchester to Alderley Edge route will release now, today, for Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5, Epic Games Store and Steam for £24.99, €29.99, $29.99. Players on Steam that own Tracing World 5 and Glossop will features use of the 323 running services for Manchester Piccadilly will be entitled to a 20% discount. I'm also going to end up missing this station. So there's a 20% discount launch for 2 weeks. That's on Steam only. Away it goes. bad stop actually. Slightly missed. That's that. Not gonna go back to stream because they've already happened. ATS did their own one, and obviously DG done theirs. Well, the DG one was the day before the release yesterday. Style. Oh, BR style style. Free Bank Mill. Got the more older, not older, but the more modern BR. Look like Return to BR, actually. Again, nice station frontage detail with the car park and all the pavements modelled in there. I like it. Blimey, how long are we waiting here? We'll have another look around, don't we? Why is it such a long wait here? Still some timing. Walk around. Probably sort of like the cabling as well. I wonder why it's got such a long wait here. Is it because we've connected up with this line? It parcels it. So, Pendolino time. We are at Lumslow again. We're going to take this up to Manchester Piccadilly via Stockport. And you'll probably sort of note that all the timings that we've had for our services on this video, they've all sort of like coincided with each other. So it's at nearly 25 to 10 now. So it's all sort of worked out within that same time frame. Door open. I've rebooted the game and all the lights seem to be working again now, so maybe it's just a one-off blip. Right, onwards. So for this run, it's Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly, so we're going to go through a few stations on this run. It's about 20 minutes drive time to get back up to Manchester itself. Wonder what we'll see on this section. Free lights working again as well. Look. Never been to Wilmslow, so I have no idea if it's like Wilmslow or not, but it's bad that. From the last 323 when we came in on that left line there, that is the line by Style. Working one Hotel 63 as well, which is London Euston to Piccadilly. It was a good chance to get a bit of speed out of this. It really has a bit of everything this route. You can do some slow running, some fast running. I'll just see the 87, unless it's already gone. Station coming up now, which is it's Hamforth. And this is the station that's got all signs going on. But those like all variations. It's got multilingual as well. I think, yeah, quite cool. With Jackie Weaver's knocking about. Hamforth Parish Council. Intersection. Coming up. Station coming up. It's this is Cheadle Hume, I think. This is where the Pendolino no services can branch off and join in there. That's the line that goes via towards Stoke. And a SPAD signal. I don't know if I've ever seen a SPAD indicator before again. I'm also really going fast. Well, down to the 40 coming up. I don't know if I've ever seen SPAD indicators in TSW. Be first. Stockport's come up quite quick. Really has crept in. It's just as good as this side as it was on the other side as well. It's certainly not, is it? Something that may have been maybe a nice little addition if we could have had would have been Hazel Grover. Would have been a nice little short extra because you could have had Manchester's Hazel Groves. That box is very white. That even I got some textures. Doesn't look like it's fully textured. It's very white. Not overly keen on that texture work. Doesn't look great. It sort of like sticks out like a sore thumb. That. Liking the cables all running down the sides of the bridges and stuff. The retaining walls. I'm liking that. Cool. Anyway, that signal. The signals is looking very, very white. Stockport. In a few minutes actually, it's actually quite good to have a look around here now. Let's have a look. This signal box doesn't actually look as bad as the other two. It's actually got cladding. I wonder if the one should have had cladding on them or not. Other than the fact that it's floating there. It have been set too high up in the route that because it's a tad floaty. But yeah, I wonder if the other one should have had that texture maybe, because that doesn't look so bad. Fine. In fact, we'll just have to stop for as well. No idea what they are. Right, what have we got here? So, plenty of stations to look at. It's a nice sizable station, this one. Go on here. Go down there, and we can go that way. We can come in here as well. Working lifts as well. They're different textures compared to some others. Ooh, and you can come out here. That's nice. This is one thing I am going to say is I'm loving the detail of the stations. The fact that they've modelled all these entrances is a very nice touch. They've actually modelled the landscape around it. It does look a bit clean in some areas, but to be honest, I like it. I don't think it looks out of place or anything like that. Maybe a bit of grass, like painted on top of the bank, might have been a nice little feature, but nice. People watch. Lovely. 323. Let's have a look at the sidings. So the carriage sidings are over for the units. Electrical. Presume those will be where they water the stock, add water to them and that. Like toilets. ATS. Is that meant to be like APCOR? Or is it NTS or something? NCS? Oh, NPS or something like that car park? Don't want to take on it. Gap on station, there's nothing major. That's all right, that's nice. It's just a little relay box. Got a cable going down to the right as well. It's very nice. Also, definitely stockport. Right, onwards to Piccadilly. I think as well they were saying that they've modelled the bus station. It's like being built phase. It's cool. Building site going on down there. See the pyramid? Oh, the pyramid's in. See that over there? The bridge is a little bit dark in some areas. Like the textures are very, very dark. That's the actual brickwork. It's on like black. Norris Junction. That service will go via Denton and get towards Guy Bridge and stuff that way. box in the middle there. Inside that. You can, but there's a slight issue with that. You see right through it. Train. There's something I want to look at the next station, which is Chapel, I think, or Chapel. I forget. Each. I don't know what the station's called. Each. Has it got the little model train modelled into the end of the... It's here. There's no train. Oh, they've modelled the bridge, but not the train that goes on top of it. This one's meant to be a train on top of that. We've got on the this classic version. That's meant to be like a bridge. I don't. It's meant to be a little wooden. It's always meant to be a wooden train in real life. Never mind. Is there a biscuit factory or something along there? There's a factory of some form down here. They make Vicky's, I think. One thing I'll say as well, by the way, this route has got very good performance. FPS is absolutely superb. This is Levin Tune as well, which has got some scaffolding going. Thanks. Grand looking building. We might have gone past the biscuit factory. We're back at Slade Lane. Still here at this point in the video, what are your thoughts? What you've seen on this so far? Are you enjoying it? Are you going to be picking it up? Is it one maybe for a sale for you? Put comments in the section below. Any feedback, do put feedback in there, because no doubt ATS may well see the video. Might have a read through as well and listen. To be fair, I've only seen a few little niggles, really. They're not nothing major by any stretch of the imagination. Only 9 things I think I found. Overall, I think it's pretty solid. What would I like to see, though? I would like to see a new train for this. I would like to see like the 331 or something, because they obviously run down here. Maybe the 195 as well. I think more of anything the 331 I think would be a really nice addition, and a tram, an actual Metrolink tram going through the platforms and anywhere where Metrolink done. I would like that. Is one thing I would love to see in the future, if that could be done. FPS has sort of dipped a bit coming to Piccadilly. This is the only place I've had a low FPS. It's 25 at the minute. Everywhere else has been solid, like 50s, 60s. Understandable because it's going into a busy area. It sorted itself out. It's gone back up to 49. And we have an East Midlands at 158 going out there towards Norwich. Probably the Hope Valley and all that. Ignore that there's a Virgin Trains pendling away. That's just one of the Creators Club liveries that I've got in. Overall, I've enjoyed that. We've done a full circular trip. We've seen everything. You've seen everything, so it's your chance to decide if it's one for you by seeing what you've seen here. Which is the main purpose of the video. I've enjoyed it. And it's not a bad price either, especially if you're on Steam and you've only got Gossip here for £20, so it's a good price, lad. To be honest with you. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you're interested, don't have a look in the description. The main link for Steam will come up at 6 o'clock when it goes live there. So, yeah. Do share your thoughts. However, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell for future videos. Catch us on Twitch on a Monday and Friday. Yeah. Mondays and Fridays. However, there is a stream tonight. The stream is tonight for this week because of what I do it for the route. So do come along and join us for the stream. We'll be playing on the route some more. Otherwise, it is on Mondays and Fridays. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. See you again very soon. Bye for now.